Hey, I'm Ethan Sawyer, a college essay guy, and welcome to the Choose Your Own Adventure tool. In this tool, I'm going to be introducing you to a wide range of techniques and resources, and I'm going to be wearing a wide range of different blue shirts, which I will change seemingly at random. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about who the heck I am, what is the personal statement anyway, what are the 4 keys to a great personal statement, how is this tool different from the book that I wrote, which I'll tell you about later, and finally, what's a really good question to begin your personal statement journey with? All right, so first of all, I'm Ethan Sawyer, as I mentioned, and 3 of my core values are fun, efficiency, and meaningful work. By meaningful work, I mean work that really makes a difference in people's lives. Since 2003, I've been helping students work on their personal statements, which is like a third of my life. And you might be wondering, well, why would you spend a third of your life on this? Because honestly, I think this process can change your life. Because as a teacher and a writer, I've seen it happen again and again. Now, why is that? Well, in this process, it asks you, and I'm going to be asking you to think about who you are, what's important to you, and why. And just so you know I'm legit, this book that I wrote, College Essay Essentials, is the #1 book on college essays. And my website last year got over 5 million hits from people just like you. And if you really knew me, you'd know that I'm kind of embarrassed by having just bragged about myself, but I wanted you to know that some people thought that I had some good things to say about this. All right, moving on. So what is the purpose of the personal statement? Well, first of all, let's talk about what it's not. The personal statement is not just your chance to show how many big words you can use. It's also not a 5-paragraph English essay, which starts with like a thesis, and then by the end repeats in your conclusion what you said in your thesis. Save that for English class. Third, it's not just a rehashing of all of your great accomplishments. That's what the activities list is for. So what is the personal statement? Well, I believe it's your chance to demonstrate the skills, qualities, values, and interests that you're going to bring with you to college. Often it provides information that's not elsewhere in the application. Or, as my friend and colleague Susan Tree, who's a former admissions officer, likes to say, it's your chance to infuse your personality, mind, heart into your application in a way that sets you apart from other applicants. And believe me, if you're applying to a selective school, there are going to be many well-qualified applicants with great grades and great test scores. The question is, what makes you different? And the essay is a really great way of demonstrating how you're different. So what are the keys to a great personal statement? Well, I think they're these. #1, core values. #2, insight. #3, vulnerability. And #4, craft. So what do I mean by those things? Your core values are the things that you're going to show to colleges that are meaningful to you. Your insights are going to show your ability to think critically. Vulnerability will help the reader connect with you. And craft will not only show the admission reader that you can write, but that you've revised your essay over several drafts. So how do you actually do this in a personal statement? That's exactly what this tool is about. Through a series of exercises and short videos, I'm going to show you how to figure out what you care about and then how to show that to colleges. I'll have these little action items along the way that are marked by a little arrow. That's your chance to do a thing. In case you're wondering, how is this different from my book? 2 ways. 1, it goes much more in depth on what's called the Type D essay. And second, it offers a lot more tips for revising. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the Type D essay, don't worry about it. So to make this tool even more fun, I created it in the format of one of those choose your own adventure books. Those are the ones where it's like you come up to a magical door and it says, do not open on the door. And then you get 2 choices. And if you decide to open the door, then you turn to page 35. And if you decide to wait, then you turn to page 47. But if you wait, maybe you get gobbled by a giant monster. So this is kind of like that, except you don't end up getting gobbled by a giant monster and you don't find a pot of gold. You actually just get to write an awesome personal statement. But it's kind of the same idea. Heads up, even though the videos are relatively short, I'm going to ask you to do lots of thinking and writing. So to do that, I've created a little workbook that accompanies this tool that you can find underneath this video. Click on it and you can do all of your exercises inside that video. So basically you don't lose everything. All right, ready? So here's the question that I think is a really good one to ask as you begin this process. The question is this: have you faced significant challenges in your life or not so much? If yes, click the narrative structure. If no, click montage structure. And if you're not sure, read the text below. I'm glad to have you on this journey.